to make sure I take care of my health. I want all of you to be doing the same. So we got to work to make sure we all stay healthy.
I love that, Esther, and I support you in that. Love it. Love it. Okay, let's go ahead and what we're going to do is we're going to dive right in. For those of you who have just joined, remember, I've got my Facebook over here for your questions. If you have any questions about SomaStem or the ingredients or Alexi, Esther, myself, the company, whatever it is, make sure to include them over there so I can see them, and we'll make sure to address them on this call. Let's go ahead and dive in. Let's get our presentation up here. We want to make sure that that you understand the thing that you see here tonight is actually already available in Dash. I am so excited about that. That was before the call. We put that in there. So if you were paying attention to where we provide the assets for our field, it's in Dash. There's also the PIP, the product information page, the FAQ, the trifold, and the one pager in there also. And you're going to be seeing a couple videos dropped in there over the next couple of days. And oddly enough, we also have a Get on the Stem Gel video, a little reminiscent of 2017, if you will. But let's go ahead and dive right in. Alexi, I got a question for you. First slide, because you know a title slide wouldn't be good if we weren't able to derive a question out of it. You know, we say 30 trillion cells with one breakthrough. What led you to start thinking about this one breakthrough? There's a lot of cellular health products out there. You've worked in the industry for a long, long time. You've seen a lot of people. You've made a lot of products. What makes this a breakthrough?
I'll tell you what makes it a breakthrough. It's a continuum of something we've been trying to work on since day one. Life is the hormone health company. And let me make this simple. I'm going to make this, that should have been my pitch actually at the beginning. So, but I don't want to give you too much too early. That gives people a few minutes to get in. So as Life has established itself more and more, and I've been doing this research for decades before that, Life, like I said earlier, is the hormone health company. So we paid attention in the last almost decades to Life alone, focusing and educating ourselves and improving our dedication to the industry to know more about hormone health. Now, how does this product play a role, right? And how is it actually a continuum to what we do? So as you support your body's mechanism in balancing hormones, happier, healthier hormones all the time, supporting endocrine system, there's something very important, part two. As you know, hormones are produced by your body, and they tell every cell in your body and every organ in your body what to do. Now, the delivery mechanism of hormones is actually cells, specifically stem cells. And as you do research on this, we've discovered a lot to be able to create what I said earlier about improved longevity. So you actually have a better, healthier, longer life. And this is one way I've decided to take us forward to support stem cell health and recovery as cellular. How many again? 30 trillion cells in the body. So these carry the messengers from A to B. So as you age, parallel to losing hormones, losing the mother of all hormones, stem cells don't really replicate and recover specifically. And that slows everything else. So a plethora of side effects that comes on with it. And people start feeling the aging effects more rapidly. And last few years, and when you say, why stem cells? There's a lot of products out there that support this, right? Actually, after watching the industry, we know what's good, what's bad, what's average, what's medium, what they're missing, and the complete story. And this is what we're going to talk about tonight.
I love that. Alexi, what you just said really reflects the line here, a smarter approach to cellular health, tying that hormonal signaling into stem cells and stem cell activation. Now, you know, I don't want to admit this, but I ask myself the question when I wake up, how am I doing with aging? Do I feel stiff? Esther, just from your experience, you know, I know you have kids that play sports and you're talking to a lot of different people. Just kind of in your estimation, how's aging going for a lot of people? I know it says not great here, but let's get that honest take.
I don't think it's going very well in my jiu-jitsu and like fitness community. You know, the people I see and I lift and do stuff with, very good. But then when I'm at a doctor's office for a regular appointment, or I'm sitting across from a mom at the soccer game watching our sons play, you know, they have a lot of complaints. Like, I just can't do the things I used to be able to. I don't recover well. And even the people that I see that are little bit crazier in the heavy lifestyle like me that do a lot of fighting or a lot of lifting, they joke, I hit 40 and they're like, it all goes downhill. So, and at 40, I don't want it going downhill. I'm still young, especially in my mind. I want my mind and my body to agree on what age I am. And it's not in my 40s. So they're looking for that recovery so that they can keep up, do things. Because if I live to be 100, but I'm in poor health of 60 of those years, that's not worth it to me. That's not worth it to anyone. So you want that healthy life. And this is a great product to start taking for that. There's so many benefits, and I'm excited for us to get into it.
I agree completely with you.
Yeah, I love that, Esther. Yeah. You go, Alexi, sorry.
I was going to add to this. Remember, people are resorting more than ever to prescription medication and even natural, right? And peptides and injectables, and the industry is just going wild. And it's because of our lack of activities, the technology and diet and many other reasons. Our body's cellular health is degrading quickly, right? And there's we need to do something about it. We're not going to sit there and just accept, right? So Do Your Life always tries to come in and make a difference in those important subjects that touch, our day-to-day living, and cells make you recover, right? Cells take your nutrients from A to B, takes your hormones from A to B. So it's very important. And yes, we are our age is becoming more rapid because of our, again, change in surroundings, change in diet, change in food quality, and change activity levels. So,
Alex, that's great. There's a whole lot of anecdotal data to how aging is going for a lot of people. There's also a lot of real data on how aging is going, and you see product consumption, people looking for a solution. I see a lot of people, especially in my friend group, looking for shortcuts. The one thing I love about our core values here is we do it right, and I can appreciate everything you're doing there. Now, I do think that begs the question of, what would living younger, longer look like for you? Anyone who's watching this call right now, what would living younger, longer look like for you, right? Now, to dive on in, let's learn about what's actually happening in the body. Alexi, can I turn that over to you just to just chat through what's going on with stem cells as you age? Because you explained the hormone story, and in 2017, it was very easy to understand. You have your master hormone, HGH. We're talking about master cells now, right? What's happening?
Let's talk about stem cells for just a second before we begin. So there's cells and there's stem cells. What is the difference between stem cells and stem cells? Cells in your body from when you're young until the day you pass, and cells duplicate, right? They multiply and they help you heal. Stem cells specifically are also cells. They share a lot of similar benefits of actual cells, but they have a special secret. They actually have many special secrets, but one specifically that we're going to talk about today is the fact that they can morph into any cell your body needs them to be. Any cell your body needs it to be. As you age, stem cells go down, and you're not able to duplicate these magic cells. Literally, science has been into this for decades, trying to unfold the science and the details behind stem cells. And imagine, I'll give you an example. A regular cell, brain cell, lung cell, heart cell, knows what to do. It lives in the heart and it duplicates, right? Joints, right? You have cells that take care of your joints. So when you get injured, it just multiplies. Now, stem cells are a lot more complex, and they're able to, as you grow, when you're young, they're able to help certain areas. When you get injured, your body sends stem cells to your joints and makes the joints recover quickly. It's just one example, right? Or any disease, right? Anything like that. Your body sells stem cells there. It's able to duplicate it, multiply around it, and arrest it. Now, as you age, stem cells specifically do not duplicate well because we get sicker and many other reasons, specifically hormones as well, because the complete cycle, we'll talk about this towards the end a little bit more. But specifically here, why do we focus on stem cells? Because we lose stem cells as we age. Why do we lose them? Because they just not enough evidence why we do, but we have to support and help your body release it. But there's many reasons, and we're going to address the top reasons of why you lose them, how to retain them, how to activate them, and we're going to show you exactly what's going to make a difference in our products compared to other products out there. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. It's like having a cell that's ready to do whatever your body needs it to do. Like the other cells already have a job. A skin cell has a job, right? Stem cell can become a skin cell. It can become a joint cell, it can become a bone, anything your body needs to be. And that's the difference between these two. And that's why we're focusing on this specifically today, because they go away as you age.
I love that, Alexi. Esther, can I actually go to you real quick? As we've talked about and we've prepared the marketing materials for this launch, you've talked a lot about why cellular health matters, and it matters. I'll add, it matters now. I think we all inherently know that. Why does it matter now? Because we're gonna have a variety of people on this call that are different ethnicities in different countries, different ages, different genders. How does this apply to everyone at once?
So I want to answer that, but I wanted to add on a sports analogy. I do apologize on what Alexi was saying. So imagine like you have a basketball team or a soccer team. Stem cell is the substitute player that can play any position. You've all been watching the World Cup. It's the subs that he could play. He could play defense. He could play, it doesn't matter, any position. So that's how I view stem cells, because I'm a sports mom. So now you got my sports analogy. So cellular health matters because that is really how we age. There's so much coming out in the scientific community on specifically the health of your cells being so vitally important. This is why you hear people doing intermittent fasting. People are doing all sorts of products that they're like, will this help the autophagy of my cell? Will this help my cellular health? And it's because if I look at my grandparents' generation, that was, much, they're now past, and they had an easy life. They didn't have all the stuff in our food supply. They, lived on farms. They ate food out of the ground. There wasn't pesticides. There wasn't this bombardment of chemicals and things that are oxidative stress that age our cells that, your grandparents or your parents didn't have, that we're having now more than ever. And we're seeing that effect on the body. And if you really study in the medical community, they're getting people younger and younger being sicker and sicker. And it really comes down to cellular health.
Let me add one thing to Esther. If you're going to ask everybody's watching here, right, what are we made of? What are we? What are live organisms made of? Cells. Cells become bones, right? Cells become skin. Cells can become anything. And the ones that are allowed to be the core cells to convert to anything your body needs are the stem cells, right? So this is how we start, and this is why we finish, right? So this just to simplify it a little bit more, just remind you that you're made from cells. As you age, this duplication goes away, and science tells you why now. So we have that answer. We have to get closer and closer in creating a solution.
That's awesome, Alexi. So let's go ahead and take a look really quick at the recovery gap. And I know we're going to address this, but there's a lot of single, and I'm just going to say it this way because we have so much to cover. And I really want to get to the product. What's in it? What does it do? I think we've adequately framed the problem out there on the physiological side of things and what's happening in the body and what's happening in the marketplace, the aging aggressors that are constantly bombarding us. But the single solutions, the single benefit solutions, those are an issue. And I'm just going to say it that way, that there's a focus on single aspects of cellular health or stem cells. And there's a ton of solutions out there for single aspects. Now, Alexi, what you've done with this product is phenomenal. Let's get into SomaStem. I am so excited to have you guys introduce SomaStem to the field. And what we need to do with this is there's so much to cover. Again, if you have any questions about this, let's dive on in. Alexi, I'm going to go ahead and ask you essentially from, I'll put it up here so people can read it too. But in your words, what is SomaStem?
SomaStem, literally, it helps improve cellular health in general. And it helps your body's stem cells release, activate and helps promote mitophagy and detox, then it helps protect all the extra cells we're releasing and we're helping your body produce as well. So generally is cellular activation, cellular detox, and then protecting the cells. Remember, you're made from cells. So I'm going to keep reiterating repeatedly over and over from now until the end of this call, as you're made from cells. Cells carry your nutrients from A to B. They carry your hormones from A to B, right? You need healthier cells, right? And stem cells are the core cells that determine how healthy you are, because it actually can replicate any cell your body needs when you actually need it. If you're injured, if you're getting older, if you're sick, disease, whatever it might be. So focusing on cellular recovery and longevity and reproductivity of the stem cells specifically is key on how you live every single day and how you recover. And you listed some of those benefits earlier, a second ago. There's a lot more than that, but those are the ones that you will feel.
Yeah. And so, I mean, as everyone can see, these are some of the product functional, again, physiological benefits with this. So like stem cells in it, or what's its kind of, because this is only health, very, very unique approach. We'll cover more on that here in a second too. But Esther, what's going on with the stem cells? Does this product have stem cells in it?
It doesn't have stem cells in it. And to be honest, I think it's better that you're taking a product that naturally works with the stem cells you have. When you look at your body and the way it works, when I hijack it through, and this is for all areas of life, and I start introducing things in it, my body's I'm not solving the problem. It's no different than if I have a headache and I take some ibuprofen. I just am masking the symptoms. A lot of people that even get stem cell injections have to keep going back and back and back because they haven't solved their cellular health issue on why are their stem cells not migrating? Why are they not functioning properly? And so that's a bigger question, because you have them in you. They do decrease with age, but they're still there. It's not like they're at zero. So it is a much better approach to naturally support your body with stem cell migration, stem cell health, all the things relating to that versus, saying I've got a shoulder injury, let's do an injection.
Yeah, Alexi, I know you have a lot to say on why you chose stem cell activation and that healthier approach. What do you say?
It's science. It's not me. Like, you look at the history and you look at science and you look at how your body's is going downhill, okay, as you age. And science has solutions already. And we were already miles ahead of what we were 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Stem cell science specifically has come so far, and the solutions are very limited and they're very plain, right? Cellular activation. Well, there's a lot of secrets that science has discovered that's available now that most brands don't really target to improve the benefits and the efficacy of the product. I think New Life has done something really special by finding specific ingredients that are unique, that play an important role in making sure that cellular release and activity is actually supported properly, and your body's actually continuously doing it more efficiently than anything else out there. By far, SomaStem is the product that stands apart from anything else. Plus, we utilize ingredients that are clinical, right? This is, like I said, science is already there. Your body won't activate and release stem cells unless your body is detoxing cells as well, right? So we make sure we include something in the body that helps detox dead or dying or imperfect mitochondria, right? To allow your body to actually produce more healthier stem cells continuously. And of course, when you have more cells, you need more protection. So we make sure we cover not only cellular activity, but also detoxing on mitophagy. So a lot of people will ask, what's the difference between autophagy and mitophagy? Actually, a big difference. Autophagy is when you diet. When you don't eat, your body gets rid of sick cells. Well, mitophagy is mitochondria. Which is more specific cells, right? Specific cells that are mutated, diseased, or ill. This is actually more important for stem cell activity specifically and anti-aging specifically That sets us apart from anybody else. Then when you're done with this, you have an abundance of healthy cells. You want to prevent cellular degradation and slow down the disease of cells, period. We're humans. We're going to injure those cells, right? We're going to do something, eat the wrong thing, eat too much sugar, over caffeinate ourselves, or take whatever we take, right? And we're going to do that. So it's very important to protect your investment and making a product that actually carries those 3 steps into stem cell health alone and cellular longevity and cellular energy is so key. And I'm so proud of this product. Let's say that.
So Alexi, you prompted me for a question there. So we just had some of the functional benefits between releasing, activating more stem cells to the environment for cellular health. Now, this slide here, this is half of the smarter approach to stem cell health, because it's not just one of those single benefit solutions, and it does tie in that aspect of receiving that signal from the hormones. We'll talk. We got a slide here on that too. So for everyone wondering how SomaDerm and SomaStem fit together, you wait and be patient. What I know this question is going to come up. What should somebody expect to feel on this product, and how long? Because my cellular environment is doing good. That's hard. What should someone expect to feel, and how long?
I'm going to answer some of it, then let Esther add more, because I know there's a billion ways to answer this question, like so many ways. Really depends on your age and what things you're dealing with. But I noticed it on the same first day, same like you, Esther, and a lot of the people here that tried it noticed it right away. Like every time I use it, I noticed it specifically. So energy and fatigue, you will feel. You will feel you're not as fatigued. You're recovering quickly. You'll feel a little buzz also. It's like you got on an oxygen mask and you like took a deep breath of oxygen. You will get the energy almost instantly. But there's way more important things, like your joints. You will see less stiffness, more joint fluidity, right? You will notice your recovery, your mental health, you're sharper, right? Your body will be able to adapt quickly, like stepping back in times. And a key part of this is, remember, well, maybe I should say that, I was talking about the conversation between hormones and cells, right? You will have a more efficient delivery of hormones to where they're going, and continuous, right? So the benefits are magnified on both ends. Esther, you want to add anything to that in terms of what you feel, other than energy and recovery, and of course, arresting disease quicker? Like our immune system change, joint recovery change, significant change. But Esther, I'm sure she has a word or two to add to that.
It's pretty similar. It really just depends on how your body is. And health, I think that it's really interesting that a lot of people can look at someone, and I'm going to pick on Brian because I'm a meanie today, and they'll look at Brian, they'll be like, he looks great, but then I know how Brian eats. And yes, Brian works out, but he's not doing as well as he should, right? So sometimes people can be quite deceiving in the way that they look, or their appearance, and they can have a lot more going on the internal with their cellular health than they look externally. But that catches up. That's what's scary about it, is you can feel great, and then all of a sudden it hits you like a freight train. And it's because your cellular health, and particularly your stem cells, have had such a problem doing their job that it's become an issue.
Esther, I am not even mad about that, because it is true. I'm playing college basketball, when I get up now in the morning, my knees are killing me, my back is aching, and I don't feel my age does not reflect how I feel. I'll say that. So I am extremely excited. In fact, after this call, I'm going to go break into your office and see if I can find some product in there. So let's go ahead and move forward. One thing that we are going to cover in subsequent trainings, so please pay attention to your app push notifications, Facebook group, emails, whatever it might be, is we're going to go more in depth on what release, energize, protect, and cleanse means scientifically. In-depth trainings on the science behind cellular health and how this product works with your cells. Now, to lead kind of and maybe whet your appetite for that just a little bit, we're going to talk about what's in SomaStem pretty briefly. I know we can't go too long tonight. This is essentially a product launch training, right? And so let's talk really quick. Alexi, what was your motivation behind selecting these ingredients?
I wanted to provide something really special and different from what's out there. Okay, There's a lot of good products out there. I can't go out for everyone and say you're bad and you're bad. No, a lot of companies have great product, but I wanted to take what we have here to another level. So I wanted to create also a story that allows people to understand what they're getting in our product that they're not getting anywhere else. Simple as that. And this is part of those three trademark blends. Also, New Life doesn't save money and cut corners to use cheaper ingredients or less efficacious ingredients or horrific dosing. No, we go all the way to provide the best because you guys deserve it and you are the best. So, those three blends have different purposes. But not only that, when a company produces a product, to which every product out there for stem cells is activate and release. That's it. That's it. Now, I'll tell you, it's not enough. Your body's not going to activate and release if you don't have mitophagy. It's not. So you'll have limited benefits. We've removed that, so you'll have maximum benefits, maximum activation, maximum release. This alone sets us apart from everybody else. Utilizing ingredients like NMN, urolithin A, not every company will invest that kind of money in you. But we're not going to cut corners. This is the only machine that I have every single day. I don't want to make sure I feel like this every day. I want to be sharp. I want to be strong. I want to be energetic. When I'm 100, now when I'm 20, you're supposed to be that when you're 20. This product is able to do that. Now, another part of what sets us apart from everybody else, utilizing these special ingredients, other than that we use science-backed every ingredient with clinicals, right? And we'll be able to share with you references to be able to see and read. If you're interested in the scientific part of it, I wouldn't bother. It's there. Don't get in. Just take my word for it. Okay. So, anyways, or Esther's word. It's important to protect, like I said earlier, to protect your investment. You're investing in cellular health. You have to reduce cellular degradation. One of the fastest things that happens in your body is recycling, cell recycling, right? Continuously. Injury, disease causes that. Okay. Smoking causes that. A fire outside causes that. Plastics cause everything around you cause that. So yes, we have the mitophagy part that helps remove sick mitochondria. It's imperfect, but then the healthy ones, you want to protect them, make them last longer. You guys, this product is so different than any other stem cell product out there by far, like not even close. And I'm so excited to have people touch it because there's going to be life-changing stories coming in my way to continue from day one what to do. And then we'll tell you a little bit more. I don't know how much time we have. I'm telling you that I will be doing training left and right on this to simplify this. And my training is probably like a 10-minute one-pager. So, but this one is exciting because this is a launch, so there's a lot to talk about. And you know, I know you can't stop me right now because I'm so excited, but you can, Brian, because I know we're having a good time. Sorry.
Oh, you know what? I probably do need to skip ahead. We're not going to, but this is a product launch training. This is to prep you for the launch. And so with that in mind, let's move forward into one of probably the most sought after questions after people listening to what SomaStem is, what it does, how it works. Okay, we know, Alexi and Esther, you guys both just said hormones control the signals, stem cells execute the repair. On its face, pretty simple concept. Let's talk about the relationship between these two products. Alexi, I'm going to go to you first, and then Esther, I'm coming to you. I want to hear both your perspectives on why this is such an innovation in the industry.
You know, if you didn't ask me first, I was going to say me, right?
If these both were your babies, I would have said, "Hey, Esther, have at it." But
this is, you guys, this is the most important part to me personally. What is the role between SomaDerm, SomaStem, and how they affect each other? You can explain this in a dozen ways. You can say the chicken or the egg, which one comes first. It's literally symbiotic relationship between. Look at hormone. Now, stem cells are the little bus that takes all these people to where they're supposed to go, right? So this is simple. Hormones your body makes, we're improving that. Somaderm is one of the best products around there, safest ones, and allowing and supporting healthier hormone health. Now, as you age, what happens as well as HGH levels decline, coincidentally at the same time, stem cells are actually not regenerating fast enough. So science over 40 years ago have found proof that the healthy hormones, like a healthier younger person with more HGH and IGF, is able to produce more stem cells as well, right? And I personally believe we're like cracking that code we were talking about earlier about the anti-aging decoded. I think this is the second most important thing. There's a third one we'll be applying in the future. We're working on right now. I won't talk too much about, but I think that 1-2 punch between
Not spilling the beans.
between amazing hormone health support and balancing the endocrine system, part one, and then allowing once you have abundance of healthy endocrine system glands that are producing improved response body hormones wise, you need that delivery mechanism. You need those stem cells. You need healthier recovery of these cells. And don't discount the mitophagy, because that's where your body throws away excessive negative hormones that you don't want anymore, or byproducts like other stuff as your body's detoxing. So this is the 1-2 punch between Somaderm and SomaStem. You will feel, you will appreciate, you will see the difference. You will share the story with everybody you care about, because this is going to make a big difference. And this is a big step for me personally, for New Your Life altogether, for you as New Your Life representatives, or even the customers that just want to use the product. That sets us apart from anybody else even further, because this is a 1-2 punch on anti-aging and on how your body actually responds to all the attacks that we get every single day. And I'm going to talk any faster than that. You guys are not going to understand. So I'm so excited, so excited. I don't know what you probably have more questions. I want to, yeah, Esther, I think you have a different side you want to sell on that one. So yeah. It's all about you. Sorry, Brian.
No, you're good, Alexi. I love Esther. Before I turn the time over to you to talk Somaderm, SomaStem, I love that you're highlighting that people really are the sum total of their daily rituals, and that's what these products are meant to be. Is this is your daily ritual? You wake up, you gel, and then you gel.
Things simple sometimes, because I know it's hard to sit through these things with Alexi and I, because I try to make it a normal person understanding. And Alexi's like, oh no. It's really, Somaderm is such an amazing product. The dilemma is when it comes to stem cells in particular, they are sending the signal. They're telling them what job to do. You know, they're saying, go do this function. But if your stem cells are very unhealthy and they're not proliferating and they're not doing what they can do, you're getting the hormone benefit for certain from Somaderm. It's such a great product, but you're missing the second step. And there's no way for us to address that through a hormonal mechanism. We had to go into your cellular health and really help boost that, so that when you're taking Somaderm, and you take these products together, you're actually getting like Brian said this, but I do feel like this is anti-aging decoded. Like this is the 1-2 punch. If I'm really looking at my longevity of what I want to take together, this is it. I take my Somaderm every day. I take this product every day. It tastes amazing. I'm really excited for people to try it and start feeling the benefits. I want you guys to flood Alexi's inbox and mine with all your stories of how you feel on it. I'm serious. I want as many stories as possible, because I'm so excited for people to get on this product.
Please do.
Please do. I know they're going to come. I mean, the first time I took it, I'm like, I actually feel like I have a story. And then looking at taste, right? So the ecosystem, the hormone health platform, if you will, that's being built here at New You Life is second to none. I've told Alexi and Esther this. I could not feel more bullish on the immediate future, the intermediate future, and the long-term future of where we're going. It's extremely exciting. Now, like we've talked about, there are definitely other products on the market, stem cell activators, but this comprehensive 4-in-1 kind of that dual action approach, that's unheard of, like Alexi's talked about. Now, I do want to make sure that we address product usage. So Again, this product presentation is available in Dash right now in English and Chinese. So go get it if you feel like you've missed a slide or two, or if you just joined the call. But I want to get to the daily usage of this. And maybe Esther, I'll start with you first on this one. You guys made this incredibly easy. This is not an injection. This is not a super complicated product. But you know, what are we looking at for daily usage in the month, and then you know, how long are you thinking that people are going to experience benefits? How long until?
So we made it easy. Because I think Alexi and I need easy things as we get older. I know I do. If I've got to make it complicated, I'm not going to do it. And that's one of the beautiful features of Somaderm that we wanted to carry over to SomaStem. Somaderm's easy. That's so easy for me. I do it every morning, right? Every night, brushing my teeth. That's when mine goes on. I know it's TMI, but that's when it happens. So for this product, we want it just as easy. Just take it. It's already built. I don't need water. I don't need anything. I can throw it in my purse. I can throw it in my car. I can take it where I need to go. So we want to make it easy because we know your cellular health is so important that we want you taking this product every day, because your cellular health is getting bombarded every day. So you need to be taking this product every day.
Absolutely. So Alexi, let me turn it to you here, because we have an incredible product here, Somaderm, right? 5 days on, 2 days off. SomaStem every day. Why?
Oh my goodness, that's a sensitive topic. Okay. Look, you guys, when you're dealing with hormones and hormone health, it's a little bit different. You want to give your body enough time to break down any kind of excessive hormones, even if they're a byproduct or an actual hormone your body produces. And you want to give your endocrine system rest, so you be fresh, so you can live longer. We're not a synthetic promoting, peptide pumping necessarily, right? We're the ones that help you recover from that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, right? But even if you are using HRTs, TRTs, and peptides, you need to help your body recover from that. So that's why 5 on, 2 off, always with hormone health. And Somaderm will tell you that. Now, everything else needs to work every single day, right? Just simple as that. So we made this, we are the gel company. We said, get on the gel almost 9 years ago. We're going to say, get on the stem gel this time. Putting it in the gel allows us to put the proper, appropriate dose in there, number one. Number two, the easy delivery. There's no excuses for me not to take it, because I don't like to swallow so many pills. Some people do, some people don't. There's no excuse, just straight up, right? Plus, it tastes so good. Oh my goodness. It is, by the way, we didn't put any sugar in there, but it still tastes delicious. So, so this product needs to be taken every day, because your cells work every single day and they deliver everything in and out, and they remove things as well, right? So unlike hormones, you need daily cellular health. And this is why the difference between these two. It's a 4-week supply.
Thank you, Alexi. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Activate Your Stem Cells, Activate Your Life, right? This product is going to be incredible. I am so excited for you to get your hands on it. Before we go, we have so much still to cover. Quick, we have some questions. Esther, I'm going to rapid fire you if that's okay. One of them is, any sweeteners? What are we looking at? Alexi just said no sugar, right? What are we looking at for sweeteners? How did we sweeten this product? Because I tasted it. Wild berry was chef's kiss.
Use nature. I love nature. Alexi loves nature too. So it's a lot of natural berries. And then there's a little bit of stevia, because these do have some functional ingredients that don't taste great by themselves. So we had to throw in a little bit of that, but we're not doing any sucralose because that's awful. We didn't do sugar because I don't want to add more stress to your system. So that's what we did.
You know, based on your comment earlier, I don't know if I can actually eat this product. There's no sugar in it. So I'm just kidding. So quick question, Alexi. I know this is a kind of a hot question with all of our products.
Yeah. You know the answer. You got to check with your doctor. If you're under 18 and if you're on any medications, you got to check with your doctor. No matter how safe our products are now, you might have a doctor that says you're completely healthy and you have some kind of problem, and safe for you to take, right? But always talk to your doctor before. The product's completely safe though, but consult with your doctor if you have any serious illness, you're taking other medications, or you're underage. Is that the right answer?
I think that is a phenomenal answer.
Science, did I say it right?
I'm sure people are wanting, yeah, hey, yes, my 10-year-old can take it. I do say use prudence and wisdom when looking at the ingredients though as well. I mean, take them to your doctor and talk about it. These two have built a phenomenal product. So there we need a question: can pregnant women or pregnant women use it? I would say the same answer as Alexi, but postpartum. Esther, what would you say to somebody postpartum? Can they use this product?
I always want them to check with their doctor. I don't know if they're postpartum and breastfeeding. I don't know if they're postpartum and struggling and they might be on a mental health medication. That's a big, big world. And no offense, as the only woman on the call and who's been pregnant and had children, that's a fun little ride after. So I don't want to have people do that without talking to a doctor that knows a whole lot more than I do about it.
I love that answer. Esther, can I ask you one more? Does it contain caffeine?
No, you will feel energy from it because of natural ingredients, and that's amazing. But there's no caffeine in it.
Oh my goodness, this is I love this Q&A session at the end. This is great. Okay, so we do actually have to we're going to start wrapping up here, but before we go, probably the most important part of this is let's get to the early access details. And in order to do that, I'm going to clap my hands. I'm going to wipe Alexi, Esther, and myself and the presentations from the screen, and we are going to turn the time over to Mr. Fernando, our head of US sales, to go through all of those details with you. Fernando, it's all you.
All right. Well, thank you, Brian, and thank you, everyone. This is, as you've noticed, it is absolutely fantastic. One of the things that we want to reiterate, this is actually early access. So that right now, what you're experiencing, what you're going through, what is you're going through it, and you're seeing on Zoom, if you're on our Unity page, you're participating in the early access, which means this is just for you right now. And of course, customers, that'll come down later, but this is specifically for you. I've been reading the chats. I've been reading the different questions you guys have been getting. And the question is, well, when can I buy? When can I take the product? When can I start? Or Esther was mentioning how I can share it. When can I start sharing it with my team so that way I can start working on my business? Well, here it comes. I'm going to go ahead and show you, because we actually have it set up in a way that you can start the whole process. And this is what I want you to remember is you can start on Wednesday. So July 15th is when we open this early access. Now, once again, this is just existing members. This is just your early access as of right now. So early access starts this Wednesday. So you're going to notice here, I'm showing you on the screen, and thank you, Jordan. You're going to see on here is we have, you could say, 3 different tiers, if you will. Now, Alexi, Esther, Brian, they've been talking specifically about the benefits of these products being used in tandem, SomaDerm and the SomaStem. Well, there is going to be a new enrollment kit with those two. If maybe you want to go ahead and start working specifically with 2 of the SomaStem, you know what? That's there as well. Now, if you're more business-minded, if you want to go ahead and start wanting to buy in a larger pack, you're going to notice a little difference here as well. Not only do you see the products in a combination, but you're going to start noticing that we've added early. Because you're here early, because you're participating, we've added additional things. For example, additional QB, and of course, additional product credit. So $50 product credit in that middle tier. So you're going to notice that we have, if you just want to try the product out first, perfect, that's fine, as an enrollment. At the same time, we have that middle tier. And of course, we have a larger tier, more business-minded folks. Now, here you're going to start noticing now early access, 125 bonus QB, and at the same time, 125 product credit. So it's depending on what it is and how you want to go ahead and do the business right now, if you're ready to be on those. And once again, what I'm showing you right now, these are enrollment packs. These are the enrollment packs. And you're going to start noticing that once you start on July 15th, there's going to be a specific path that you're going to be able to take you're on that landing site. You're going to be able to see the information, and you're going to be able to start the process if you're going to be enrolling someone. So these I'm showing you right now, these are the enrollment packs. Now, let me show you some additional packs as well, because we also have the member options. These are the ones that also available to you. So if we had the previous ones now, you're going to start noticing here the ones that don't require the enrollment. I mean, the non-enrollment ones. Once again, if you're looking at the SomaStem on its own, at the same time, if you want that pack with SomaStem and the SomaDerm, absolutely, those are going to be on there as well. If you're looking into the 6-month maintenance packs, or if you're looking into the combination with the SomaDerm maintenance packs, those are on there as well. And of course, you're going to notice both of those at the bottom, maintenance packs, they are including an additional bonus SomaStem, or a bonus SomaStem and a SomaDerm. So you're going to notice that those are on there for depending on your needs. If you want to go ahead and start that route, right, perfect. If you want to start the enrollment process, fantastic. Now go ahead and decide which one of those packs is going to work best for you, and we're going to be rewarding you as well, depending just in what type of pack you're selecting as well. If you want to just try these out first, or you're an existing member, no problem. We have these as well, and we have these if you want to be receiving. If you choose these maintenance ones, you're going to be also receiving a free SomaDerm and a SomaStem, just depending on which of those packs you get. So once again, so how does this play out? It starts on Wednesday. So this Wednesday, you can go ahead and start. You're going to see it with all the notifications Brian just mentioned, and you can start the process then. Here's what will happen. What ends up happening on the 15th is we will actually capture payment. In other words, if you put your information on there, you decide, I'm looking for the SomaStem 6-month maintenance pack, perfect. We're going to capture the payment of that. At the same time as we capture the payment, we're going to go ahead and award those points, the CV points, all those immediately get sent out. But the product, the SomaStem, is going to be shipping out the following month. So there's going to be a little bit of a delay there on the SomaStem, but everything else is going to be working perfectly fine. So if I start on Wednesday, let's say, or it's between that and the early access period, when I place that order, the points and the payment take place right then and there, and then the SomaStem comes out later in August. Now remember, why is it like that? This is the early access, which means the product is going to be launching next month. It's not even going to be launching now. So this is just for you. This is just exclusive if you're participating now, if you're sharing information now, if you're starting the process now. This is designed for you. So if you want to go ahead and start and you get going on Wednesday, perfect. For everyone else, we're going to kick things off in August. But for you that are investing their time, for you that you want improvement in your cell activation now, if you want the synergistic blend of both, perfect. This is what's going to be what you can go ahead and take advantage of right now, and it starts on Wednesday. So Brian, that is the information, the important information here between these, because they're the enrollment packs and the member packs, and both of these are kicking off on Wednesday. What do you think? Do you like those?
I'm excited about them. I am very excited to see what people are able to do with this. I mean, there are so many people that need this solution in their life. So many.
So Brian, I have the solution. You mentioned that you were going to go ahead and after this call, you were going to go head over to Esther's office and take some of her product. Just go ahead and just wait till Wednesday, and then you can kick things off here on Wednesday. You can place your order there as well. Okay?
Oh, I'm going to.
And by the way, I want to be clear, everyone else, this is the early access. So Brian, I mentioned August, everyone else is September. It's September. The early access is now. I mentioned next the early access for everyone else. Everyone else will be able to start getting these in September. So this early access is extremely important.
It's actually a really, really, really big deal, right? July 15th, 10 a.m. I don't know if we've said the official time. 10 a.m. Mountain Time. 9 Pacific, right? 12 Eastern at noon. Lunch break for you Easterners. You're good to go to hop on here. Fernando, before I'm going to close with Alexi, but before I do you have any unfinished business you need to take care of?
Absolutely. Here? You know, it's a little warm in here because I'm using this incredible. In fact, it even has a tag, Brian. I stole it from the merchandise you have over there. And the reason I did it, Brian, For all those that have been participating, it doesn't matter if it's been on the Facebook Unity page or if it's been directly on Zoom. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be looking at the people that have been the most active in the participation, both questions being asked, the tagging. We're going to just put them in a raffle with our good friend Shandy. And guess what? We're going to be sending out these sweatshirts. We're going to set multiple. We're going to have multiple winners. We're going to post them, and at the same time, Ryan, we're going to be rewarding some product credits out there and some product as well. Why? Because you guys were here part of our early access. So we're going to be doing that, Brian.
Those they're more like tech sweatshirts, just so you know. This is not just a hoodie. Those are like 4-way stretch, unbelievable. I would pay $100 for that right now.
Well,
luckily I already have one.
Mine even has the tag, Brian.
Love it. Okay. So before we close, I'm going to pull Alexi. I'm going to trade Fernando and Alexi real quick. Let's get Alexi back on here. Alexi, I want to turn the time over to you right before we close. But before you go, just one more reiteration. July 15th, 10 a.m. Early access begins. All the kits you just saw. And for this recording, I got to be excited. You know, I feel so invigorated right now. This recording will be available in English and Chinese tomorrow. It's available in the group now in English, in Chinese tomorrow with the subtitles on it. And all of the assets, not all of them, 75% of them are ready now. They're in your folder now. Go build, go share, go teach, go preach, do whatever you do with those assets. The product information page, product presentation, and so on and so forth. Alexi, take us home.
All right. So I'm gonna say two different things. One has to do with a little bit of health and what I do and who I am, and one has to do with your business. First thing I want to close with on the health side is I do so much research every single day. This is my passion in life for over 3 decades now. The most current research that I discovered something I'm going to give you a quick tip on, and I hopefully you understand a little bit more in depth of what we're trying to do and what role that our products, how much they make a difference in your life. I was studying bone health a little bit more in depth using science and everything else that we have in our hands right now. And I've discovered something new and unique. So science is actually looking into how to prevent osteoporosis and even rheumatoid, right? And bones are made from cells. And when you're young, bones are like moist and nice, and you can break it, it heals back. And, when you get older, it's like dry on the inside. It's like brittle and breaks. And a lot of people deal with that issue. And a lot of people lose their lives because of it, especially as you get older. What I'm trying to tell you, actually has nothing to do with just that. It's actually a bigger picture. What I've discovered is bones are actually an endocrine gland as well. This is new science discovery. Let me tell you what's more important. Bones produce a hormone as well called osteocalcin. The hormone regulates energy, blood sugar as well. This is how important hormone health is. I'm telling you, we are ahead of everybody else with SomaDerm alone. Let's leave it there. Now, part 2, SomaStem. And I know I'm taking too long, but I'm going to finish it. SomaStem are the stem cells that will keep, can I make that claim? That will prevent, I can't make that either, right? That will activate and release more stem cells. That bone that we were talking about earlier, yeah, okay. So you got the hormone delivery, and then you got the stem cells. You got the fixers, and you got the deliverers to give you the maximum results. My research is never gonna end. This is what I do every single day. This is just the beginning. My job is to bring you something you deserve, something special, something unique. SomaStem will deliver that. Now let's talk about business for a minute. New Life is just about to be 9 years old. We're not too far from our 10-year anniversary. In the past 8.5 years, we've changed hundreds and hundreds of thousands of lives in different ways. Health-wise, it's my preferred way, but also created a financial success stories that are till kingdom comes from places all over the planet. I'm excited to get the stories in the future. But SomaDerm has generated so much. Now you have SomaDerm and you have SomaStem. This is just for your business and for the health stories. This is going to change everything. Thank you for giving us and me the opportunity to continue to serve you, continue to do my research to provide you with something better all the time, something that sets itself apart from an industry. As you know me, I'm not in the industry to sell. I'm in the industry to research and educate you and empower you with more evidence and more scientific fact and long-term longevity, not 5 minutes masking tape. Okay, and this is what New Your Life is about. So thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to witness what SomaStem is going to do alongside Somaderm the next 10 years beginning today. Thank you so much for having me, and have a great night.
Thank you, Alexi. Thank you, everyone, and we will see you all next time.